Exodus chapter 10. So I'm going to share my sheet with you, because Exodus chapter 10, to me, I decided that it is a lot in Exodus 10 that we covered, but these are the things that stood out for me. Not only the 2 plagues that was in there, I think what really stood out to me is that Jehovah wanted his people, and still want his people, to remember this. To remember this. Tell your sons and your grandsons, basically your children, all generations, of what he did in Egypt. All the signs that were displayed in Egypt. To remember this. That he showed his power. He showed himself there. And if you think about it, if they remember this, by the time that John the Apostle get the book of Revelation, they're going to resonate with that information. Because you have Exodus, you have Joel, you have the prophets and the writings connecting all of it together. So the people of Yeshua's day will resonate with the book of John, because they knew all this stuff, especially what was happening in the time of the Pharaoh, the time of Egypt. So there was 2 plagues. The 8th plague, most definitely the plague of the locusts. Now the locusts had eaten anything that was left by the hailstorm. So by the time the hailstorm then destroyed all the crops and the vegetables, some of it, there was some left, which was shocking. But the locusts eating the rest. So this is the time that the Egyptians will begin to suffer through starving. And Pharaoh didn't pay attention to his servants when they was basically telling him, hey, Egypt, we're done. There's nothing else we can do. We need to let these people go. He was not paying attention to that. Because one reason that I can say that, because Pharaoh wanted the people to go ahead and do a feast among your Elohim, but I want you to come back here and serve me. So I still want you to be my slaves. I still want you to come back and do the work for free, the forced labor that he had done. So then we have the 9th plague, the plague of the darkness that lasted for 3 days. Now, this will most definitely be written again in the book of Revelation, the book of Joel. We have the darkness of the sun, which is the day, and the moon and the stars go dark, which is the night. So we do see that a lot of things is happening in the book of Exodus. Again, it's happening in the book of Revelation. Now, Pharaoh, if you think about this, when we go to my insight, one thing I want us to pay attention to, Pharaoh did not mind the children of Israel to go and serve another god, then come serve him. Because the Egyptians lived, their religion was polytheistic, meaning they served many gods. So he didn't mind them go serve your Elohim and you come back and you serve me. But Jehovah most definitely is the only true God. And Yeshua said, you can't serve 2 gods. And then he went as far as you can't serve Elohim and money, which we know many people make money their God. So that's my application and my insight that I got, is understanding that Pharaoh didn't have any problem with them doing that, because that is common in Egypt. So we have my word study, my cross reference, and I had no questions for chapter 10.